Resident Evil Gfuel. I'd bite your arm off for one of those.
This is my new, screaming setup. And it's not a setup without the cherry Gfuel holder.
He needs to be a bit more hyped, if anything.
It's not too much Gfuel. 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 It's not too much Gfuel.
It's too much Gfuel because it's They sell energy drinks, energy formula, tubs of powder, that type of stuff marketed at gamers. FaZe Clan have one. Can I pay in crypto?
Please. Please.
Secret ingredient, fake tears.
Money.
When I show my brother a TikTok I find funny.
Let me just edit that. How to treat your adoring fans like cash cows. And play. This guy chugged PewDiePie. Delia Belfine approves.
Something's missing.
Oh, TikTok! Everyone's least favorite website that everyone loves to hate. Let's watch.
Introducing Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. And Summer Rae sits on a fridge of them. Of course she does. And Summer Rae does pointless exercises with no overload or challenge to promote them. Of course she does. All right, time to cool down Gfuel fanboys. Let's hashtag lifestyle project, build an ice wall of Gfuel, and jump over them into the shallow end. Genius. You had two choices, mate. That bit of the pool or that bit. From what I can tell from that TikTok, Gfuel turns you into Napoleon Dynamite. What is the best flavor to dry scoop? None of them. Just mix it with water as it was intended to be. Exactly. Someone like that man. But on the other hand... And so this video is not against gamers or the genre of gaming. Video games are an incredible technology. Master Chief has never been so badly controlled in his life. I do occasionally dabble on the old buttons. But of all the pastimes that need energy drinks, this probably isn't it. But I get it. For long sessions, gamers are told that they need energy drinks.
Today we're giving away 2 of our watermelon Gfuel tubs. To enter, just like this post, tag a friend in the comments below.
I tag Quadzilla. Let the games begin.
Winners will be drawn in 24 hours.
A Gymshark and Gfuel collaboration here. This will be a well thought out, intelligent comedy. And so they do canned energy drinks in many flavors. Some of them relate to specific games. For example, the Crash Bandicoot, which ironically will make you crash because it's essentially just 300 milligrams of caffeine with basically nothing else effective in there at all. And so the supposed benefits given to people next to this are just complete nonsense. Antioxidant complex. It is a list of ingredients with no dosage printed, and you have to turn your head to the side to try and read it. I'm amazed the fitness industry haven't worked out that trick yet. Hold on. Turmeric, green tea, kale, broccoli, blueberry extracts. Okay, found them. Bottom of the list of the ingredient blend, which means they have the smallest dosage of those ingredients, and there'll be a tiny dose of these ingredients in it, and you're projecting it as an antioxidant blend. For people new to this, that would be like me saying, you see this follicle here? That means I have hair. The labeling and attached marketing benefits to this product are just simply embarrassing. It is 300 milligrams caffeine, that's all it is, and a few lightly dosed vitamins and minerals. That's it. It's the laziest energy drink I've ever seen. And so this for me, as do their tubs, and I'll get to that, fall into the category of the lazy, almost arrogant how bad this is in terms of the ingredients and dosage and the marketing statements, which is just thrown at people, probably who they think don't understand this stuff, because it's so in your face, openly bad. Back to the energy formulas. Mike O'Hearn has his own flavor. And so famous YouTube gamers are affiliated with Gfuel, such as PewDiePie and KSI. KSI dressed up as a banana with pictures of strawberries behind him. No idea what flavor his product is, but he does a dope promotional video where this strawberry, strolls around screaming at camera saying how amazing Gfuel is for him to walk into a ring and knock out a guy who's paid to stand there and get punched, or what I call a YouTuber fight. And so the video starts out with KSI saying, "Why do I drink Gfuel?" which the auto captions write as, "What's watching cheap fuel?" Gotta love the unintentional comedy YouTube. And there are very seriously what looked like to me around 9-year-olds doing reviews of KSI's energy products. I don't show minors on my channel, so I'm not going to show them, but you can very easily go to YouTube and search for this product, and you're going to see these young children sat in gaming chairs doing unboxings, doing reviews of KSI's energy products. And these gamers need to understand, when they take sponsorships like this, how young their audience can skew. I think their main market is the 18 to 24 market, but most certainly they have very young teenagers and below in age. And PewDiePie has one, so I like PewDiePie. But these YouTubers are selling gunk to their audience. They are millionaires. They don't need to do this. If they want to sell energy drinks to gamers, which I don't actually agree with, I think that gamers can drink water, eat balanced nutritional meals and exercise and produce energy where they can perform well with their activities in daily life, including gaming. But if these famous YouTube gamers do want to produce these energy drinks, why not partner with a company that makes a really high quality, well formulated product rather than this? Even Brad Castleberry's formula is more effective than these. And so let's look at KSI's Gfuel, and all these Gfuels are the same. It doesn't matter what gamer you're getting them from, it's just different flavors and packaging. Our formula contains the perfect combination and subtle ratio of vitamins: 417% vitamin C, 500% vitamin B6, 167% vitamin B12. We clearly have different definitions of subtle, and so there's no further benefit of just increasing and increasing the vitamin dose. Have you not heard of the point of diminishing returns? And so for adults, around 2.4 micrograms of vitamin B12, vitamin B6, 1.3 milligrams to 1.7 milligrams, and for vitamin C, 75 to 90 milligrams for adults. And since, let's be honest, that these energy drinks are being marketed at a very young audience, their RDA would actually be lower than those amounts I listed. And so when I see it starting with this, why is my question? And then a few other bits in there, and sodium at 3%. Fantastic. And just a reminder, you can get your vitamins just from regular nutrition, of course. And then you get 3 prop blends. Simian pandas looking on jealously. This is so in your face, arrogant, poor, substandard formulation. Do they not think people can read? What is this? But they probably sell millions of this stuff around the world. It is cheap junk, mass-produced, with the smart marketing of using famous gamers attached to it. And so a prop blend means that the dosages of each ingredient are not clearly listed. The company are not being transparent. And that most commonly means 2 things. Firstly, even if the ingredient included is effective, if it does not have the correct dosage, then it is not effective. And secondly, by putting small amounts of ingredients, you can beef up the label, make the label look like there's loads in it, where there can actually in reality be a minute amount. By putting small amounts of ingredients in, you can keep your costs low, your production costs low, you can increase your profit margins, you can sell for a relatively cheaper price than if it was a better formula, and you can mass produce this junk and sell it in millions of units around the world. And in my opinion, when I see products like this, I think they're marketed to a consumer base who don't know better about what they are purchasing. Hence why I'm making this video, so that it may help people. And so let me show you the problem with the energy complex. And so they give you the total dose of all these ingredients, 1.79, with 140 milligrams, that is caffeine. So you have taurine, which will have the highest dosage in that list because it's listed first. It has antioxidant properties in it. I don't know the exact dosage, but if it is around 500 to 1,000 milligrams, it's an okay dose. Ranges for taurine can go up to 2,000 milligrams. I think it lies in an okay dose based on a bit of guesswork, because it will have the most in there. So if I look at the total and if I compare that to caffeine, it's most likely going to be in an effective dose. So taurine looks okay, and that's as good as it gets, which is not a high benchmark. And then you have L-citrulline malate, which simply cannot be at an effective dose based on taurine having the highest dosage and caffeine at 140. So I can estimate around what L-citrulline would be, and it's absolutely impossible based on those numbers and the total that you would have the needed 6,000 to 8,000 milligrams of L-citrulline in this, which could create an ergogenic effect. It is underdosed, pointless rubbish. Next, caffeine is fine. 140 milligrams is not bad for me. Not too high. It is an ergogenic ingredient. I have a science-based video about caffeine, so the caffeine is good. However, thinking about caffeine, you don't most commonly relate it to gaming performance. When you think about ergogenic, you relate it to physical exertion, physical activity, your training in the gym, for example. But when you compare it to their energy drink cans, which have 300 milligrams in, I'd much rather take 140 per dose, as if I can say that word. And so this is a compound you will find in energy drinks commonly, and I've looked at the evidence base for this, and it didn't take long because there's not an evidence base for this. Yet energy companies continually put this in their formulas. And for me, it's just further gunk, which is put in there to beef up the label, and that's a common theme you'll find in this product. Then we have the N-acetyl L-carnitine, and so I'm not a fan of this. I've discussed this in terms of fat loss. I think the evidence base is wrongly communicated. I've explained that in videos before. In any case, this ingredient has to be massively underdosed. So dosages for this ingredient would range between 500 to 2,000 milligrams. That would be impossible based on what we have been through already, and it being the lowest dosage of them all. Again, this is underdosed junk, And that is what this formula mostly is. Let's be honest, most people are going to go into a shop, see this, it looks cool, these famous gamers are promoting it and buy it. And it just continues in this vein. You have underdosed ingredients in a prop blend, ending with an antioxidant blend, which I can only translate as being laughable. Taking in fruit extract in a powder form, for me, it's just not part of a balanced health lifestyle. If you are someone that wants to take in fruit, eat fruit. And not even PewDiePie screaming into camera will change my mind on that. But who cares when FaZe Rug is selling you this?
I mean, it looks cool.
Who doesn't want some blue chug rug? And again, a quick YouTube search and I found what looked like to me like an 11-year-old boy reviewing FaZe Rug's energy drink. This very seriously is a terrifying trend, and I think these gamers need to consider their audience and perhaps the fact that being sponsored and affiliated with energy drinks is perhaps not the best idea, because very simply, energy drinks and energy powders are a terrible idea for children. But who can turn down a Mortal Kombat themed tub of gunk? And so the marketing with the games they use, for example, is very good. I'll give them that. They take these great games, they turn them into energy drinks.
Buy it. You don't have to rationalize everything. All right, I will buy it. It'll be good for the economy.
At this point, unbelievably, I want Homer's input.
Gfuel customer service.
Oh, I'd like to suggest a formula with effective ingredients and effective dosages transparently labeled.
Oh yeah, you're fired.